Hello, welcome back. This time I decided to start with the Cancerian oracle cards. So we're going to see what messages want to come through. This is just whatever wants to come through. I'm not specific for any kind of reading here. It could be a general message for encouragement, positive reassurance. It could be about love. It could be about career. It could be about just personal growth and development. So whatever wants to come through, whatever is going to be taking place, we're going to focus on the message that comes forward. Okay, so we'll start with, we'll do 3. All right, Spirit, what's going to come through? What do you want to say for the viewer? Oops. Okay, there are 2 there. Let me get one more. One more, please. There it is. Oh, okay. All right. This was the... Okay, so we have the Tower moment. What does this say on the bottom? It says, expect change, blessing in disguise. Always a surprise. Okay, so then I'm going to take this one as a second card. That's real lovely. New opportunity. How? I want to claim this. Romance, loyalty, receive love, and intimacy. Okay. This is exciting because, I mean, obviously with romance, it's pretty... To me, it seems pretty obvious that there is a new opportunity here in love. And not just like love in general, friendly, familial. It really is in romance, which is exciting. I think everybody strives. The biggest endeavor in your life will always be love. And it normally comes with some of the greatest challenges too. But this is exciting. This feels like it is a brand new love. This could be, so for some of you, it could be that there's someone in your life who you know that you once had a romantic connection with. It feels like if that's someone you know from a long time ago, I feel like it was a very long time ago. Like there's someone here that's from your past. I'm not talking about immediate past in this particular message that I'm getting. Like if it's someone from your past, it doesn't feel like it's someone from the recent past. This feels like it could have been a friend that you knew a long time ago, but nothing got off the ground and they're coming back around this time with the intention of love, romantic love. It could have also been someone that you did have a romantic relationship with, and maybe it didn't have like, you know, a really terrible ending or anything. Maybe it just faded and it just didn't last. But it feels like this was a really long time ago. So if that's for you, if this resonates for you, it could be someone from your past from a very long time ago. I'm feeling years, not months, not weeks. I'm talking this, if it's this message, it's specific to someone who had a romantic connection years ago with a person that eventually ended, or it faded, you went your separate ways, and it's possible that your guys are coming back together. A bit of a surprise here. But it's coming back in a new way. It's a new love. It's a new energy, right? After some time, people change and grow and evolve, and you become different people. So could definitely be someone from your past that you once had a connection with, whether that was romantic or not. Excuse me. And it's kind of making its way back to you because you both have grown. The other side of this that I was initially getting is that this is a brand new opportunity in love. This is someone you don't even know, which is more of the heavier message. So I wanted to make that point, is that the heavier message here that I was feeling is that this is a brand new love with the new opportunity there. So it feels like it's very new. There's a lot of excitement with this. There's a lot of joy and excitement because like a real good positive outlook with this, not just for the sake of it being a new love interest, but because this energy is like the energy of this new opportunity in love, this new connection, this person. There's a lot of like positive reinforcement behind it simply because this person's values align with yours. You guys have a similar outlook in life, or you guys have common interests, maybe more so than with people you've been with in your past. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. My throat's like kind of choking up and scratching. Maybe this person's really choked up. Maybe this person, whoever's coming in, is a bit of a surprise. It's going to be something that's like, expect change, blessing in disguise. So a couple things. This could be like, it's kind of a shock how this shows up. Maybe it's something that you didn't expect to ever happen. Like, no way that would ever happen, right? It could also be that something takes place in your life that doesn't feel all too good. It doesn't mean it's really bad, but it could be that there's an upheaval or a change in your life in some capacity, where maybe something feels like it's being removed or stripped from your life, right? Your life will always have a removal or a place of there's normally typically I'm trying to say here. Normally things are removed from your life to make space for something better. You could already have a lot of energetic space in your life and it's ready for something to come in unexpectedly, like with a lot of surprise or shock to it. But if, say, for example, there's someone in your life who you know that you're not with and you're not communicating with, you know that you don't have any intention with this person, but this person's energy is still in your life to some degree. It's like that needs to be cleared completely for this newness to come in. And so it might feel like, even if this person's in your life and they're just friends, or maybe you're just a light connection, but it's not been made evidently clear where you guys stand, or this person's taking up too much of your time or your energy. There's something here that's saying this needs to be completely cleared. Like this needs to end completely. It doesn't mean that you can't be friends with this person or put all your energy in, or it doesn't mean you can't be friends with this person or stay connected to a limited degree, but you need to make energetic space for this new thing to come in, because this new thing is a lot bigger and better and more loving and more positive. And so like I'm seeing with that blessing in disguise is like, if something feels like it's being stripped from your life or removed, or kind of you're feeling an inkling to say, okay, this has to go. It doesn't mean a complete removal. It just means your boundaries need to be stronger. You need to, create enough of a boundary to allow more energy into your own space for something to come in. And even if that's not great for the other person, it's still like, these are your boundaries and this is your life. And so that's why that blessing in disguise is like, sometimes these tower moments, these shakeups can feel like there's something is being removed from your life. And it might be on your own doing. It might be universe's way of removing something completely, or majority of it out of your life. It's trying to bring something really beautiful in. And it needs the space to come in. It also needs your attention. You need to be able to see it, because if there's at all anything in your life, and it doesn't have to be a romantic, connection or a previous person. It can also be like your job. It can also be, something that you're consumed with. It might be just TV, right? You do a lot of something, or you give a lot of your time or energy away to something that's too all-consuming to a degree. So you are being asked to clear away something or lessen your attention on something else, because this other thing that's coming in, this new romantic connection, this new opportunity in love, is very beautiful and it's big. It's really expansive. It's almost like this love is not just a new exciting thing. It truly is something that's going to really help you grow and move forward. But in order for you to allow that in and to be able to receive that, it says receive love, you have to make space for this next thing. And so that means letting go of, removing, or disconnecting from anything and everything that's really consuming your energy and time, or even being a little bit of a distraction. And that could also just be, maybe in thought. There's your mind just goes to a place where you're always thinking about someone, or you're always thinking about something, and it's so consumed with like, I have all this stuff to do in my life, or I have this person I have to talk to, or if, it's always on your mind, whatever that is. And it's consuming your energy instead of you being ready and open to receive something in front of you, because that thing might show up and it might just be right there, beautiful, ready for the taking, but you're not seeing it in its fullest, in its greatness, because, or opportunistic like way, because you're so distracted in your thoughts by someone or something. So there is something here that is kind of like, I feel like for some of you that might be consuming your mind. And that might even be that it's not like at the forefront, like a very conscious thought. It might just be something that's in the back of your mind a lot that you're not always thinking of, but every now and then it comes to the forefront and you're like, oh, there's that thing, and it's almost like it's always there. It's kind of like this. Like, you have the dishes to do, say at Monday, you got a pile of dishes. That sucks if you have a pile of dishes on Monday. But say you got a pile of dishes on Monday in the sink, and you're like, I gotta get to those dishes. But you know that you're trying to do so many other things, and you're like, that's not as important as these other things that I have to do. But that is always gonna be there. And you know that you're trying not to make it a priority, but it's always gonna be in the back of your mind, that kind of a nag. And it's really annoying. And it has to be done. You have to do it, get it over with, just get it out of the way. And so it kind of sits through the week because you're like, I'm not going to make that a priority. I'm going to focus on these other things that I need to do. That can wait until the weekend where I have more time and I can just devote it and just be done with it then. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to make this a priority for the first, for 10 minutes, get these dishes, put in the dishwasher or wash, and put away, so that I don't have to think about that. Just put an end to it. Just be done with it early instead of keep putting it off and putting it off. So that's just like the little example, metaphor, I don't know, that I can give is something like that you're not really truly, I'm not saying making it a priority, but saying you just gotta get it done, close it out in that thing, put it to rest. There's something there that you need to do, and it could very well just be like thoughts. But man, this is exciting. I feel like right here, there's just like looking at these cards and just, I'm seeing like energetically this huge bubble. Like there's just a lot of energy right here that really wants to come in. It's white, it's bright, it's beautiful. It's pink, it's very loving, but there is something that needs to happen for you to let that in. And it's not that you don't want this. This is very exciting. Say you could have gotten out of a relationship a long time ago and you're just like, I'm so over that person. I don't even think about them. I'm ready to move on. But there's still something there that hasn't quite, been cut off, hasn't quite ended. And I'm not sure what it is, but I think that and I think you're just being encouraged to say, get ready. You're going to put an end to something, maybe unexpectedly. Maybe you don't really expect to do this, but you're going to. Universe is going to pop in and do it for you. And when the universe does it, it always sucks. It's always a lot worse. But it's usually because you've let it linger and draw out too long. So there's something here that needs to be cleared. That's the strong message. But also, once you do that, and it doesn't have to be a big, huge letting go. It can simply be just like, it could be just an easy conversation. Not that those really are ever easy, but say it is a conversation. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. It can just be a simple, this is what it is. It can be for yourself, if it's in your mind and it's something that you're just always like consumed with, just maybe a pattern that you have. Maybe it's just you sitting down with yourself and saying, what is this thing that's on my mind all the time that I just need to like clear away, this negative thought pattern? Maybe I just need to make a promise to myself and commit and like reinforce that positive change for yourself. Maybe it's too much television. I don't want to watch that, Love is Blind anymore. I don't want to watch this too hot to handle, those like trash shows that are so entertaining. Maybe it's as simple as that. Like, no more watching these things. Like, cut them off for a little bit or lessen it because it's too consuming. Not that it's terrible. Those are always entertaining, I think. But there's so many of them. And I know that those are trash shows. That just drama, but entertainment nonetheless. So it could just be simple as that. Just drawing those boundaries that you need in order to let love in, really let this love in. Because you're not going to see it, even if it does come in, you're probably not going to see it in its greatness. Or it shows up, it presents itself. He or she offers you something really beautiful, a date, and you're just like, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I don't know, or whatever. It could very well be something like that, where you're not really like, oh my God, yes, I want to make time for this. This is awesome. This is exciting. You're like literally everything. You're the package deal. You're the bee's knees. So, and it could also be, okay, here's the other part of this. You haven't quite really just gotten to the belief that you're deserving of such beautiful, great love, so that when it does show up and present itself to you, it does give you that offer. You're going to withhold. You're going to take a step back and be like, oh God, I don't know if I'm worthy of this. How can this person be interested in me? Why would I think that this person would even be interested in me? What? This is a joke. Don't. That it's meant for you. That would be the cruelest joke. And that's high school. Okay. I think like that is like the other, so like, yeah, what I was trying to get at is if that is your mindset, I think it's important for you to take a moment to write down that you deserve great love. And you are receptive and open to receiving the greatest love there is because you deserve that. It's overdue. And you're ready and you're open and you're receptive and you're, just making kind of that present tense manifestation so it helps you reprogram. Because if you don't feel like you're worthy of great love, you're not going to be ready to just jump on it. You're going to question it. You're going to doubt it. You're going to wonder if this person has ill intent. You're going to second guess everything. And if someone amazing steps in your life and sees you and is like, oh my gosh, I really like you as a person. You're an amazing person. You're the fucking bee's knees. And offers you something, a date, a connection, the opportunity to talk and really, go somewhere with that. You need to be ready to just jump on that like flies on shit. And know that that is meant for you because you've been waiting patiently for it. You've been doing the work. And the universe would not have brought this beautiful thing in if you weren't ready for it. But sometimes when that amazing, beautiful thing shows up, sometimes it's sometimes a test. It's that fork in the road. We know, like the universe, like we know you're ready. Here it is. It's like on a silver platter right there for you. You're going to take it. And then you're still consumed with the negative thought patterns, the past person, you feeling undeserving, all these different things, or you're too distracted and you're too busy, I air quote, too busy. If you're still in that mode, then you're not going to really see this other thing that's so good for what it really is and why it's even here because you asked for it. So I do think that's the heavy message here is that do a little bit of self-reflection on something that is distracting you, taking away from your energy, that's not serving your highest, greatest good, that's not a positive influence, not positive reinforcement, whatever it is that kind of drains your energy or brings you back down a little bit. Take some time to just write out, and this is my own like advice. Just like write down like something that like, I deserve great love in a present tense. You can say it, I am, in the most beautiful relationship of my life. You can say the manifestation or journaling or whatever it is I deserve this because I've been patient and I've worked so hard on myself. I am all the things that I know I see and want in a partner. And then this partner brings in so much more for me that brings balance and peace and harmony and growth and support into my life. So those things, like all the positive things that you want to see and you want in a relationship, write those down. Remind yourself that, you are deserving of those things so that you can put yourself in the positive mode of being able to see that and receive it when it does show up. Because I think that it's going to show, love always shows up very unexpectedly. And even if it was a person that you've known forever and you've been friends with, it's just going to, all of a sudden, they're going to come forward and be like, oh my God, I love you so much. And I could see us together. Boom. And you're like, wow, I love you too. Really surprising, but didn't think it would ever happen. It could be just like surprising like that too. But I almost feel like this is someone you don't know. This is very new, very exciting. And it's very unexpected. I almost kind of feel like it's out of a left field. So someone you're like, I would never expect this person would ever be interested in me. How in the world do they even notice that I'm here or that I even exist? This person, like, here's the thing. You might have been the person that someone put on a pedestal for so many years and they were never able to meet you where you're at. Now, guess what? Here's your person showing up and they're the one on the pedestal, but you are right there with them. You just don't see it, but you are right there with them. And it's like, how in the world does this person even see me or desire me or want to talk to me? What is it about me? Promise you, you are everything that this person is looking for. You've wanted this in a person. You wanted a lot in a person, and guess what? There they are. And it might just, I just heard blow your socks off. It might just blow your socks off. So I'm going to leave it there. I was thinking about pulling tarot, but I don't think that we need tarot on this because that was really like straightforward, clear. That was really, my heart chakra was very open. So I'm feeling a big, huge pulsing energy in my heart chakra. So take a deep breath maybe, and, place your hand on your heart and remind yourself of all the beautiful, positive things that you are and that you deserve, and envision that person embodying all the things and just stepping forward and handing you a rose and just showing up. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. 22 on the clock. All right. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope that it resonated for someone out there. One of you, some of you, all of you, maybe none of you. Hopefully not. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you don't want to miss anything, and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time.